On this chart, I've added the active number of homes available on market this year, except for it's the same exact dates as last year, okay? So for example, look at February 23rd, last year versus this year. Last year, we had only one option available on market within range. But this year, there was 7. That's a major difference. It's the complete opposite, right? So that means the buyers this year, they did not start with the same drought that they had last year. So with last year, you might be thinking, okay, well, it was a scarce environment in the beginning of the year. I mean, isn't scarcity power? Doesn't that mean that, buyers are going to bite? No, not necessarily in the high end, because the higher end does operate differently than the lower tier ranges, right? Because someone who is purchasing a property with it at this caliber, they may not necessarily have to move 9 times out of 10, right? Of course, there's outliers, but they may not necessarily have to move. They may have the luxury of just waiting until the right home comes along. And then if the right home doesn't come along, they're going to wait. Or they might go find something off market, right? So now where we are is, again, it's the complete opposite. So that means that we have an abundance of availability. So we've moved into comparison pressure. So that means that the buyers now have an abundance of options and they're comparing all of them. So it's almost like the paradox of choice. There's a lot of options for them now, except for today, there's 4 available on market. So not 7, but still. Just look at the beginning of the year and how it started. So that also may be part of the reason why we are behind. I'm not saying it is for sure, but I'm just saying, like, the start of this year was the complete inverse of last year, okay? And what we know is that the sellers are competing for the next serious buyer, because last year, the pending pattern that we saw from the other chart, you saw that there was about 1 going pending per month after June, pretty much. So that means that the sellers now, like, they're competing for the next serious buyer. That doesn't mean that everyone gets chosen at once, right? Now, out of the 20 total closings within our analysis here, 15 of them sold on market. So let's take a closer look